Hi everyone! I was talking to my high school class the other day about doing my project on Quizlet, and one of the students came up to me and goes, "Miss D, Quizlet? Don't you mean Quizlet?" Which I thought was pretty funny because it really shows that students have had pretty good experiences with Quizlet compared with other methods of practicing work and studying. Quizlet data is valuable because it's non-assessment data. It can be. Students interact with materials differently when they don't feel they're being evaluated. It can also enable educators to help at-risk students before they fail a high-stakes test. And here we have Ms. Frizzle. Technology is a great way for teachers to easily collect data on their students' performance. Students appreciate a change from the typical pen and paper, and the creativity that the use of technology allows is something students really like. Also, more than 30 million active learners from 130 countries practice and master over 200 million study sets of content monthly on a wider range of subjects than you can possibly imagine. It all started with a high school French quiz 10 years ago. Andrew Sutherland invented a tool to assist him with a vocab quiz. He aced the exam, his friends asked to borrow it, and the friends shared it and shared it and shared it until it became a national phenomenon. You can share the information with yourself, classmates, friends, and also if you're a teacher, you can share it with your students. Quizlet Live is something more recent that allows students to play an in-class learning game with their classmates. Having students create flashcards on Quizlet is beneficial to teachers because it allows them to not only teach the content in the classroom, but to give students the option to study that material at home in more of a game-like manner. Students have an appreciation for Quizlet because it puts them in control of their own studying by letting them create flashcards using the definitions that are more short, sweet, and also concise, therefore easier to remember. They can even quiz their classmates, like I said, in more of a competitive manner, which is always more interesting than studying all by yourself. This is a great way for students to study before a major exam because it chunks the information into manageable and visible portions. Quizlet is a good tool for students because they're able to write shorter definitions. This is easier than studying lengthy definitions from a sheet that has all the information listed at once, which can be kind of a little more confusing, I think. They're a great way to study. Teachers can choose different types of questions: written, matching, multiple choice, and true and false. They can be used for pop quizzes, graded or ungraded, and they can also be used for practice before some sort of an assessment. Students are bound to be less stressed using Quizlet. It's a more student-friendly tool that makes even multiple choice and true or false quizzes both colorful and engaging, and here's a quote praising Quizlet from a student. Language learners are given tools that can rarely be found in similar flashcard apps. There's a keyboard function that allows special characters to be set on screen so that the teacher doesn't need to find shortcuts each time, or whoever is making the slide. So certain programming lets the app speak the words aloud for ease of completion for language learners. And Kelly Corrigan said that you have to speak your dream out loud. Quizlet is not only used for flashcards and assessments, however. There are many other tabs on the website that allow children and adults the opportunity to learn, explore, and master concepts as well. One of these examples includes something called gravity. This game has you type answers on terms and definitions as asteroids fall, and then as you pass levels, the force of gravity gets higher, and the asteroids fall faster for more of, I guess, an added challenge. Also, Quizlet can be used after a family dinner as a fun game. Just try quizzing your family and friends on states and capitals using Quizlet, and then the loser has to do the dishes afterwards, so you better practice. Also, the only personal information collected or stored is what is necessary to provide Quizlet services. I provided a link below if you need more information, and also, speaking of personal information, it's not shared except for certain reasons below. I provided a link to Quizlet below, and you can log in if you already have an account, and if you don't currently have an account, you should get one. You simply need to click sign up in the upper right-hand corner of the screen to begin your adventure on Quizlet. In conclusion, both in your roles as teachers and students, this website can be both helpful and entertaining to the educational process. Alfred Mercier once said, "What we learn with pleasure, we never forget."